My name is Daniel Chung. I'm a prosecutor in San Jose, here only in my personal capacity. I'm running for Santa Clara County District Attorney in 2026. Not only do we have a public safety problem in our county, as well as throughout the state, but we have a violence problem. And the violence problem stems from our inability to be respectful, courteous, and loving towards one another. The political violence that we're experiencing, as referenced before, the hateful, racist comments and threats towards Oakland Mayor Barbara Lee, that's criminal, that's reprehensible. We should be morally outraged by incidents like that. But we can't be selective about our outrage towards violence, threats, and harassment. When it happens on either side, whether it's left, right, blue, red, we have to stand behind people and fight for them. And we have to say, this is not okay. We are not going to allow political violence to infect our community and our society. We have forgotten what it means to be neighbors in our community. We all live in a very small community called the San Francisco Bay Area. Everything bleeds over from one county to the next. And when we're not able to have respectful conversations and talk about each other as if we're neighbors, right? Rather than factions who are fighting against each other. It's always MAGA versus the non-MAGA folks, or Republicans versus Democrats. But more than ever, if we want our country to thrive and get back on the right track, we have to be able to say, these are our neighbors, these are our elected leaders, these are people we care about, these are not people we want physically attacked, verbally attacked online or elsewhere. We can't put up with that kind of violence and intimidation and harassment. And for us, the violence and threats we see locally, we have to call it out when it happens on an international level as well. When Democrats, I am one of them, when Democrats are afraid to call out the violence happening in the Middle East, for example, in Gaza and Israel, if we're not equally able to condemn the terrorist attacks that Hamas perpetrated on October 7th, 2 years ago, but we're too afraid to call out the bombings, the starvation of people who are out in Gaza, the Palestinian people, the healthcare workers, the journalists, the women, the children who are being starved and killed, we lose our moral integrity, our moral credibility. We have to have the moral courage to call out things like that, to be able to call out the violence that's occurring here as well. So I would encourage everybody, whether you live in San Mateo, Alameda, San Francisco, Santa Clara County, to rethink what it really means to be a neighbor in a global society so that we can live together and also make positive changes in our community.